Hi Ghosties, this is Meg Ghosty, and I've seen that there's been plenty of new Love Nikki gamers out there, and I want to say if you even watch this, and I am the leader of the Blood Fairy Association, and you applied for me, but there was so many of you, and of course you didn't quite fit the description in the association, and you was the very beginners of the game as well. But what I recommend you guys to do is actually make an association yourself. Only 300 diamonds just to get it all together, and you could advertise on Facebook in the comment section to gain more members that could be promising to be active in the wars. Now, the amount of people that did apply for our association, I was literally stoked. There was a lot of you that applied for us, and I'm super really grateful and flattered that you applied, but this was so much. So, my vice president, also my close friend, Chum, she sent the images of them in here. Alright, so here is the image, and we had like literally all of this happening this morning. And as you know, many of you are very beginning of playing this game, and of course you didn't actually fit the description we were looking for. But I'm so flattered that you even applied for again an active association. Now at the time, as you could see up here, I've only had one space left, and there's at least 30, 20 of you guys that applied for us. She literally took two screenshots of how much there were in our association. So thanks for Chum literally just filling in that there was a lot of you applied for us. Even I took a look and I was in the middle of recording, and that's when you guys didn't see the stamina collecting from Starseed because I had to cut it off because I was bragging about how much this was, and that I was saying some things that didn't sound right to many of you, so I had to rethink about my speech, so that's when I deleted the video. But I recommend many of you that just began to create your own association. If you don't know how, well, I can't really show you how because I've already made one. Just go on association and swipe left or right. Wait, is it right? Yes, swipe right. That sounds a bit right. I just don't know my lefts and rights. But yes, swipe right, and then you could create your own association. You have to come up with a description, name, and kingdom if you must. So yeah, there's that one. And it doesn't take much for you to gain some members because, like I said, you could literally advertise on Facebook because that's where all the advertising and asking comes from. But gosh damn, there was so many of you, and I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. I literally don't know what to do. So I was like sat there thinking, well, Chum was thinking as well, as she kept asking me what to do, and I'm like, okay, remove the ones that are beginners, and oh yes, there was a lot. There was a lot, and she kept the ones that had an over 25 or on 25 level, and then we looked at every single one of you, and to be honest, we had a lot of 20s. So when we was like scrolling through as to who would fit the description perfectly, we made a choice of picking one of you. Names will not be mentioned, but it's whatever. It's whatever. And so you're welcoming into our association, but you have to promise to be active. You don't have to participate in the war if you don't want to. We don't force people to join, but we ask if they are. So that's when this comes in. So this is our wall chat where you guys saw me go in it plenty of times asking who's joining or whatever. But this is our chat. This is how we organize our things. So many of you might think that's a good idea for your association, but many people would be annoyed of getting into two chats. So you have chats for the close friends of mine and leaders. You have this one about the war, and this one where the association is actually communicating together. Now, we did have some little arguments going on in there, but we kind of like got that sorted out, which thank gosh we did, because we needed to talk it through. And everything's now sorted, blah 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 blah. But we are now like literally just talking about random stuff on Love Nikki and what's happening next when's chapter 15 coming out, so all that stuff and what's gonna happen and everything. Like, I'm seriously confused about the post, about the post and stuff, but I just recommend you guys to literally, if you can't find an active association, I recommend that you would join an active one, and if they don't accept you, I recommend to make one yourselves. But you have to put in the description of active. Oh gosh. So hopefully I didn't come out too mean. Like I said, I proved to myself there was a lot of you and I only had one space left, and it was kind of like a tough choice because I didn't want to get rid of all of you because you could massively make a big difference in our association, but there was low level. Oh, who's that? It was like low levels. Alright, I'm gonna go. Bye.